Good morning, class 5. Welcome back once again to this online class. I hope you are having good time at home and you are safe and sound. Be assured of my prayers. I am always praying. Let us now once again begin our class. This is social studies class, and we have already finished our first term examination, and be sure of receiving your report card out of this examination. Hopefully after summer vacation we'll be able to give your report card, but till then we will carry on with our studies. Now today, especially today, we will discuss about the question paper which we have solved in our first term examination. Our examination was out of 50, and 15 marks we had our oral examination, and 35 marks was for your written examination. And your question was divided into 3 sections. Let us take the section A. Section A was out of 11 marks, and you had 11 questions. First question: what is meteorology? Who was meteorologists? Most of you have written correct answers. Okay, meteorology is a science subject which will study about weather or climate. All right, and those who study this science or this subject they are called meteorologists. Okay, one is subject, one is person, those who study that subject. Meteorology and meteorologists. And second question, most of you have written correct answers. Define weather and climate. Weather is a short period, climate is a longer period. Most of you have written correct answer. And the third question was, the amount of water vapor in the air is known as humidity. The amount of water vapor, okay? The amount of water vapor in the air, humidity. And the fourth, as altitude increases, temperature increases. That is the statement. And I asked you whether this statement is true or false. Many of you have not written correct answers. Okay, altitude increases means you go to Changgu, altitude is increased, but temperature will decrease because Changgu is colder than Rhenock. From Rhenock you go to Changgu is colder. Okay, which means temperature decreases, but height is increased, altitude is increased. So therefore you might have got confused here. So actually the correct answer should be false. This statement is false, not true. Number 5, our earth is surrounded by a layer of air is called, answer is atmosphere. Most of you have written correct answer. And the sixth question, number 6, Nuuk is the capital city of which country? The last chapter, Greenland. Okay, Nuuk. Question number 7, why is Greenland called the land of the midnight sun? All of us have written correct answer. Okay, because during summer, even during midnight, they will have a sunshine. Okay, another question, the Congo Basin has a famous style of music. What is the name of that music? Many of you have written correct answer, rumba. No, I told you, no, dancing beat. Here also many places, especially in the fitness centers, they use this music in order to get the rhythm to dance. No, that's their music. Okay. Number 10, last question. Name the original inhabitants of Congo region. No, many of you have written correct answer, Pygmies. Okay, Bantus also are there. They are also one form of tribe. But in your book, specifically it is written they are this the original inhabitants are Pygmies. All right. Okay. Now let us go to the section B. Okay, answer the following questions. This one answer will carry 2 marks. So you have 4 answers. Four questions. You have to answer these four questions. Number one. What is the meaning of Eskimo? Who was Eric the Red? All of you have written correct answer. Okay. Eskimos. The meaning of Eskimo is eater of raw meats. Because of this meaning, they did not, like to be called themselves Eskimo. Therefore, they prefer to be called as Inuits. No, we know. Okay. And who was Eric the Red? He was the person who first found out Greenland. He was the first one to discover Greenland. Question number 2. Write down a short note. Bracket, I have written 8 sentences on the people of DRC. The full form of DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. Alright? And then I have written a note saying that don't copy from the textbook. You write your own in your own English. So many of you have written, but many of you have not written all 8 sentences. But anyways, we had a lot of explanation regarding people those who are living in Congo Basin. This Congo Basin is in the heart of Africa. People look black. Their skin is black. They like music. They like games. Okay, and their staple food is cassava. Okay, root crop. All right, and they kill animals also. All right, and the forest is very thick, dense forest they have. Okay, so a lot of explanation we had it. All right, so many of you have written well, good. Okay, it's good. And another question is question number 3. What are icebergs? Name 3 animals found in Greenland. Okay, what are icebergs? Icebergs, actually I had given a nice explanation telling you the story of Titanic ship. You remember? Okay, many of you have written correct answers. It's good. Icebergs are the solid mass of ice which are underneath of the sea. Name 3 animals found in Greenland. Okay, all of you have written correct answers. Okay, only in spelling mistakes. Like suppose huskies, you have written correctly. Polar bear, some of you have written polar correct. Bear, instead of writing B-E-A-R, you have written B-E-E-R. It's supposed to be polar bear, not this one. This is a drink. Okay, this is the name of a animal. Okay, polar bear. And another same mistake, many of you have written the correct spelling, reindeer. Deer, special deer, you will find in this particular country, reindeer. It's supposed to be reindeer. Alright, but many of you have written this spelling. Reindeer. This is wrong. Okay, this is also wrong. You're supposed to write this. So few errors. Otherwise, you have written correct answers. Okay. All right. So another question number 4. Which is the capital city of Democratic Republic of Congo? Okay. That's DRC. I supposed to write. I had written here DCR. So I have made a correction online. So you might have got the correct abbreviation of this. What is the capital city of DRC? Okay, instead of DCR, DRC. And you have written the correct answer, Kinshasa. Alright. What is kayak? And you know, and you have written correct answer. Okay, kayak is a small boat. Okay, people those who live in Greenland, they use for fishing. Alright. A small boat, okay, it's not a big boat where many people can sit. No, small boat, only a single, or otherwise mostly one person. Okay, that kind of small boat, right? Okay, the last section C, and section C, question answer, long question answers, 4 question answers you're supposed to solve. Okay, first question: What is savanna? Quite many of you have not written correct answers. This is a kind of vegetation where you will have not a big, long, huge trees, but you will have a short bushes or grass. Okay, in your book it is written grassy land, green land, grassy land. Okay, and okay, that kind of vegetation which is found in Congo Basin. All right. The second part was which part? Southern part. What is savanna? Is a vegetation where you have a grassy land, not a big trees. You know, you have to understand and write in your own language. That will be very fine, right? Okay. Another question number 2. Who are pygmies? You have written correct answers. They are people, those who lived in Congo Basin. Okay. Draw a neat diagram of the earth. That's glove, model of earth, and level it with the important imaginary lines given in the bracket. So I had given equator, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and Prime Meridian. All of you have done well. You have written your answers. You have drawn your picked on the diagram of this. Question number 3. How have modern facilities changed the lives of the Inuits? Many of you have written correct answers, because even in the Greenland, okay, I was explaining you in the previous video, even in the Greenland where people are very less, okay, and the facilities which other people were enjoying, they did not have it. But at present, okay, the capital city, it has developed so that the people those are living in this particular city, alright, this capital city, they are having all the facilities whatever we are having. They have got electricity, they have got good houses, okay, strong houses or concrete houses, and they have got a communication system. Everything they are having what we are having. So that you are supposed to write. Okay, explain in your own words means you are supposed to write in your own language. Then last question is, write 4 sentences each on the following given words. Igloos. What is igloos? You know, written. And what are harpoons? Harpoon is a instrument or a weapon by which they used to kill fish, or they used to kill animals. Those are people living in Greenland. Another topic was tree dweller animals. What are tree dweller animals? Many of you have written correct answer and you have written nicely. Okay, especially the animals which are found in Congo Basin. These animals are monkeys, and they live on trees, evergreen trees. What are evergreen trees? What is evergreen tree? The tree which do not shed its leaf. For us, for our understanding, example is pine tree. Have you seen pine tree? Pine tree will not shed its leaf. It will not have a particular single leaf. It will be, their leaves are joined with their stem. So pine tree is the example of evergreen tree. Okay. Anyways, this is just revision. Okay. All right. From next time onwards, we will start a new chapter, and we will start with a lot of energy and with a lot of interest, so that this year we will make a difference. We will remind ourselves that even online teaching is very effective and very fruitful to each of us. Last year also we could not have offline classes, and this year also we are not able to have classes. So therefore, unless and until we ourselves put our full effort, we will not be able to go ahead, right? Suppose, so class 5, last year you were in class 4, which means class 4 also you did not have offline classes, and class 5 also you are not having offline classes. If you do not be acquainted with these online classes and start learning, then you will go to class 6 with class 3 standard. With class 3 standard, you will go to class 6. What will happen? You can imagine for yourself. you will be somewhere down, and people will be somewhere up there. So therefore, be careful, right? You have to read books. Apart from textbook certainly, obviously you have to read and you have to digest everything, whatever is taught. Apart from that, you have to read books as you were reading here when you were having offline classes. Library books you were issuing and you were reading, no? Likewise, at home also, you have to read books. Whatever the books you find there, even if you find magazine, you read that. If you find storybooks, you read that. Okay, if you find newspaper laying down there, you collect it and start reading. Read. Alright? See you in the next class. Take care, all the best, and love you.